What is up, fellow riders? So I have two phones over here and I will briefly explain what's the situation like right now. So yesterday was Mother's Day, and to those delivery riders that were doing GrabFood, I'm pretty sure you've experienced something that you have never seen before. Why I will say that? Because Grab was giving an additional $2 on top of the base fare and incentives, as you can see over here. And I assume that it was a hot mess island-wide for all merchants. Okay, so what if you guys can't read? If you guys can't see, this is what I'm going to read out. What it reads here is that dinner special incentive. Okay, for every additional $2, so we will give an additional $2 for every trip you complete between 6:45 p.m. to 9 p.m. on the 10th of May, which was yesterday, Sunday. And for those that are waiting, incentives will be cashed out, will be paid out to your wallet by 13th of May on a Wednesday, 2359. Yep, this for those that have worked yesterday and for those that are wondering. Okay, so as you can see on the screen over here, my phone was this was supposedly to be my last order for yesterday night. Okay, so when I reached Tong Seafood Garden at Tampines, everyone was shouting over each other, and I'll try to insert a clip. So immediately I tried to contact Grab, and basically I couldn't get through. In a sense, it's not at all. When I tried to call them, it's like straight away hang up. The line got disconnected immediately when I dialed the number, which is why we're going to use this phone later on to try to contact Grab once again. Okay. So some of you may ask, why don't I cancel on my end over here? If you guys watch my video enough, I'm not afraid to cancel at all. But this was a very special case, because if I were to cancel this order, I'm not able to get my weekend incentive, as my CR was already very high due to cancelling multiple merchants earlier on that day. Okay, so this is actually something food delivery riders will understand why we refuse to cancel on our end, because we will be unable to get our incentives. So long story short, the customer couldn't get through the hotline, neither can I, and I'm gonna show you a video of our conversation. And so I was asking, did you just order at 8:19 p.m? I'll try to off the light to see if you guys can see better. Okay, doesn't matter if you guys can't really see very well, I will actually read out to you guys. 8:19 p.m. Did you guys just order? Okay, sorry, did you just order or the rider cancelled before? As earlier there were 40 to 50 people waiting. This is earlier on. I mentioned earlier on because I was actually there at 6:30 p.m. I collected an order at 6:30 p.m. and I checked with the customer once again, the previous customer, and she said that she actually made the order at 5 p.m. So it's 1 hour and 30 minutes late already. So that's why I'm checking with this customer again. But that story aside, okay, fast forward. Your order is still not ready yet. An update for the customer. Okay, have you been waiting for a while? And the customer checked back with me at 8:43 p.m. shortly after I accepted the order. Is the food ready for collection yet? I said not at all. What time do you order? About 30 people is waiting right here, right now. And the customer didn't reply what time he or she ordered, and he was asking still left how many dishes. I replied, bro, they don't even know where your order is. I tried contacting support and couldn't get through. And why I would say that, I don't even know where because I actually asked the merchant. Okay, I actually asked the merchant, where is my customer's food? And one of the staff just said he basically couldn't give any answer like where my order is, because there was like so many orders at that point of time. So I just spammed the customer. I asked, have you tried contacting support? And I even suggested to order from 419 Seafood because the queue is shorter. And the customer actually never really directly answered my question whether he or she contacted support. The customer just asked, then how? Payment, I paid credit card. Yeah, so once again I said, can be refunded through calling them. Did you see contact support on screen? So from here I can roughly guess customer didn't actually contact support. I think. So what customer replied, can you show the store my order? my whole family is waiting for dinner at 9:29 p.m. Look at this poor customer that's waiting for his or her dinner at 9:29 p.m. People have their dinner at what? 6, 7, 8, but this is freaking 9:29 p.m. So I explained to the customer, yeah, so what's happening over here is everyone is shouting over each other, and I checked with your order, it's at the very back on the 20th or so. Customer replied, no wonder. So imagine 20 times of your orders. His order is pretty large, by the way. So I suggested to the customer, my suggestion is to get something else instead if you can, as they are starting to run out of ingredients. So I don't know if yours can make it. Yeah, fast forward, the customer said, I'm also trying to get through to cancel my order. Can you tell the store to cancel? And I actually replied, the stores, they can't cancel their end because they're just cooking, they're just merchants, they're just cooking and they can't cancel their end. Only Grab could cancel on your behalf, but none of us, once again I'm going to repeat again, none of us can get through Grab at all. The hotline was jammed. It was not basically when we called them, it doesn't exist at all. It's like it couldn't get through. Okay, so today what we're gonna do today is that we're gonna call Grab support and ask how are they gonna compensate me, because this is a very special case. Okay, so number one, I've arrived at the merchant. Technically, if I've arrived at the merchant, if the merchant or customer wants to cancel, I should get compensated straight away. Will I get this? Because neither the merchant or the customer has cancelled. As you can see on the screen over here, this is my Grab driver app. So neither the merchant or the customer have cancelled, but I've arrived at the restaurant already. So will I get the 250 or not? Okay, that's number one. Number two, on top of that, I've been waiting the merchant for 2 hours since 8 p.m. Is Grab going to compensate my waiting time for 8 to 10 or not? Okay, so for each hour, we'll be compensated $6 for 1 hour. 30 minutes, $4, if I don't remember wrongly lah. And 2 hours, that will be $12 plus $2.50 for reaching the merchant. Will they compensate these two or not? Okay, this very special case because none of them cancelled, like I mentioned. And lastly, I'm gonna call in to get compensation for my long waiting time on Saturday. So that's something that we are gonna do right now.
Thank you for calling Grab. Due to high call volume, we may take a while before we can assist you. Please reach out to us via our in-app help center and we will respond to you as soon as we can. Thank you for your kind understanding and patience.
Thank you for calling Grab. If you are reporting an accident or emergency, press asterisk now, else please hold on the line. For transport services, press 1. For food services, press 2. To report lost,
Thank you for calling Grab. Due to high call volume, we may take a while before we can assist you. Please reach out to us via our in-app help center and we will respond to you as soon as we can. Thank you for your kind understanding and patience.
For inquiries on your food order, press 1. For delivery partners, press 2. All our calls are recorded for quality, monitoring, and compliance purposes.
Okay guys, the time now, it's 12 p.m. It's 12 p.m. It's lunchtime, so we may be experiencing high volume of call, like what Grab said. And we have been on the phone for 4 minutes. Nobody answered the call yet. At this point of time, I would assume that we have to wait at least 10 minutes because now it's lunchtime. A lot of people will be calling in.
Thank you for calling Grab Food. I'm Michelle here. May I assist you? Hi.
Hi, I'd like to get compensated on Saturday for long waiting time.
Just a moment now.
Yep.
Okay, so your mobile first for the verification.
Mobile number?
87
My phone model is Huawei. Redmi Note 4.
Thank you so much, sir. Can I know for which order, sir?
So there are three merchants that I would like to claim. One is
Okay.
La Pula, the Chinese merchant, and then the other one
Just a moment.
Okay.
This one, when is that, sir?
Saturday.
Saturday will be 9th.
Yes, at night.
Okay. On 9th, the pickup location?
Pickup location is at Tampines, La Pula, the Chinese merchant.
Tampines.
Yeah.
I need a full restaurant.
It's in Chinese, La Pula.
Yes, Lebula Chinese cushion.
Yes, correct.
Okay, another one?
Another one is it's a Thai restaurant. Is soy.
Thai kitchen.
Yes, correct. That's the one.
Okay, another one?
And then the last one would be just a second.
Okay.
Okay, there's one more which was Sunday, which was yesterday. It's block 201.
201.
Yeah, it's
Yesterday.
Thai. Yeah, yesterday. It's a Thai restaurant. Not restaurant, sorry, coffee shop. It's
Coffee shop.
yeah, it's a something 9 one. Soy something 9.
Niman Soy.
Come again?
Niman Soy 9.
Yeah,
Is that
correct.
one?
Yeah, correct. That's the one.
Okay, sir. Let me place you on hold for 2 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the first step that we're gonna do. We're gonna get compensation for long waiting time for these 3 merchants first, okay? Because these are the 3 merchants that have no issues. It's just a typical long waiting time that I will wanna get. And then she said she's gonna put me on hold for 2 minutes. She's gonna put me on hold for 2 minutes. That's fine. We're gonna wait 2 minutes and then follow up. We're gonna talk to her about the very special, unusual case. What is she gonna do about that?
Thank you for holding, sir.
Yep. Hi.
Sir, you're only eligible for 2 orders, sir. The first order, which is you provide, it's only 23 minutes.
Okay.
So one is $6, one is $4.
Okay. Can.
Can,
Yeah.
Just a moment, Let
Okay.
me do the $6.
Okay.
Okay, then. So you can able to check your cash wallet. It's already been reflected, sir.
Okay. So I have another one which I want to ask you. Okay. Right now, are you able to see the order that I have at the moment?
Okay.
Okay. So it's actually it's actually the Tong Garden seafood.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's happening is this okay. So yesterday night we couldn't get through the Grab hotline.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So I actually have arrived at the restaurant, and the merchant they couldn't actually get my customer's order. They couldn't find my customer's order. So me and the customer, we actually tried to contact you guys. We couldn't get through. And how are you guys going to compensate on that? Because my
Okay,
waiting
which
time
order is that, sir?
is actually Tong Garden seafood.
Tong Garden food is still under picking up?
Yeah, it's still under picking up, correct?
Okay, did you call us yesterday? Is that a help center or anything?
Yeah, Help Center couldn't get through.
No, help center means through the app, sir.
Through the app, no, I couldn't get through
Yeah.
because the thing is that I don't want to charge the customer. If I were to press collect order, the customer will be charged.
Did you complete this order? No, sir.
No, I didn't.
Okay, can I cancel the order for you?
Yeah, but will I be compensated on that?
Do you wait at the medical location?
Come again?
Did you wait up at the merchant, sir?
Yeah, waited for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Yes, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this one you will get 250.
250, but what about the waiting time?
Waiting time cannot, sir, because you not completed the order, right? So we cannot compensate with the waiting time fee.
Right, but
Since you're even arrived, only 250.
okay. So now my question is that because I waited over there, and the issue is that we couldn't get through you guys. So the fault lies on us.
Able to get through from our side, you have to submit to the health center, sir.
Yeah, but I couldn't do that, right? Because I am still having the
Yes, you
order.
can do that, sir.
Oh,
To the health center.
so we can actually complete the customer's order, and then they will be charged, but then you will
you
refund
cannot,
it
you cannot complete the order.
Yeah.
You have to submit through the health center.
on the app, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I receive an order, how do I submit through the help center?
You still can able to access that center, sir.
Okay. Do you want to share with me how? Because I did not
It's
see
the
that.
same procedure. You have to go for the support option, click on the and then submit.
Okay,
That's it.
I see. So there's a support it's on the board. Do you know where is it? Because I couldn't actually see it.
Yes. The three parallel line, there will be option support, there will be option help center.
Oh, okay. Sure, I will try to look for that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling GrabFood. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so guys, they said that we have. Okay, let's verify first. Troublesome. Okay guys, so I've actually turned online and I've auto accepted this order. So basically what the contacts the hotline customer support, they said that there's actually a way to contact customer support through here more. Okay, and then wow, it's the alley by the way guys, and then where do we go? There's no support. Where is the support? She said 3 dotted lines, right? I don't get it. Okay guys, so what I'm doing right now is that I'm calling Grab helpline again, help support again, okay? Because they said that I could cancel when I have accepted an order. So from here I couldn't understand how do I do it. Let's figure out together. I'm sure some of you also may not know how to do it, so let's figure out together and let's see how to cancel on when you receive an order through the help. So the earlier on the agent, she said that, oh my god, stack, oh my god, I should have turned offline. So anyway, the agent said that we could contact Grab helpline when we receive an order. I'm sure some of you don't know that this exists. I do not know that this exists. I thought we have to press order collected and stuff like that, then we are able to access the help center. But let's try to contact them. In 5 minutes gone, just like that. 5 minutes wasted, just like that, while contacting support. And by the way, contacting Grab helpline, it's the same regardless if you are whatever tier you are. Sapphire, there's no difference as well. Even if you're the highest tier, there's no difference as well. I've tried it, I was Sapphire before. There's no difference, the waiting time is still the same. You still got to wait and wait and wait. Hello, can I ask how do I access the help center? Because I already received an order. Yeah.
I can help first. Can you provide me your phone number?
Can.
Okay, your name, sir? Okay, Miss. Just for verification purpose, can you provide me your email address?
And
Is a customer
Gmail.
or rider, sir?
I am a rider.
Rider.
Yes.
Okay, calling in as a rider.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, what, Mr. Just for verification, can you provide me your email address again? Alright. And from which restaurant was your order, sir?
Right now is the alley.
Okay, give me a minute, sir.
Yes.
Okay, what happened, sir?
Okay, because earlier on, one of the staff mentioned that we can actually contact the in-app help center when we receive an order. So I actually tried to turn online and try to receive a job. And I couldn't find it. Are you able to guide me on how to access the in-app help center?
What's the issue like? The person.
Yeah, because yesterday we tried to call Grab hotline. Okay, we couldn't get through, and one of your colleagues said that we can contact Grab. Another way we can contact Grab is through the in-app help center, but I couldn't find it right now.
You mean the live chat?
So aside from live chat,
Okay.
what else can we do? Because right now what I see on my screen is I've accepted an order, and there are 2 customers that I have to deliver to. And earlier on, your colleague said that we can actually access the in-app help center even when we have this screen right now.
Okay, what do you on your screen?
Come again?
Can you see support on your screen?
On my screen, no, I don't see any support on my screen.
More option.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. When you click in more option, what does it lead you to?
It lead me to collect from the alley, and then the customer's details, and then the third customer details, and I don't see any support.
There's no support at all on the page.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how do I access that. In the event the next time that I have an issue, I can contact you guys through the in-app help center. Thank you.
Understand. So, because I can't see your screen and I'm not unable to guide you from here, is there any other buttons available there?
Is there any other?
Button or option?
Yeah, so the other option that we are known is to call you guys, number 1, and then the second one is actually we have to go to more and then the help center. But right now I've already received an order, so I couldn't access that. Yeah, so I'm also trying to figure out because your colleague earlier on, I just called this morning, so your colleague earlier on said that we can actually access the help support. So I'm trying to figure out right now.
Okay. Can you arrive at the merchant first?
No, because I'm not arrived.
Because normally, even on the live chat, right, when you arrive at the merchant, you will be able to access the live chat.
Okay, so let me try to press
do
it.
that first.
Okay. Okay, so now I see the 2 GrabFood numbers.
So can you, now is the option available for you to access live chat
Okay, so
and help center?
same thing, right? I press more, correct? Okay, I can only see call restaurant, and then call the customer. No, still no live chat.
Can you see any word support there?
Let me try to
Do you
find
think rider, they have found that support?
support. Do you have? Can you guide me where is it? Do you know where is it? Because I don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can't see what is right. Let me try out here, please.
Yeah. Can.
Okay, on my end, I can't unable to find this. But on your end, is there any 3 dots where you can click in and have the support?
Yeah, I see 3 dots. It goes to more, and what I see is already the customer's merchant, and then the merchant, and then the customer's details. That's all I see. I don't see any support though.
What phone are you using?
Redmi Note 4.
Redmi, yeah?
Yes, correct.
Check if the app's updated or not.
Yes, updated.
Okay. Alright, because previously when I picked another rider, he was able to access the support, and then via the support he can access the live chat while on an order. That's why I'm doubting why you're unable to do that on your end.
Is it? Do you think it's because it's Android and iPhone difference?
Yes, it does. iPhone and this is an iPhone. Yes?
Mine is Android. His is iPhone, is it?
No, which I will frame with Android. Android should be able to access easily then compared to the iPhone.
I see. Okay. Let me. Do you have? Let's say if I were to provide the update information of Grab, are you able to check whether is it updated?
Your app, is it?
Yes.
App I can see here. App version I'll be able to see here. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Because even your phone model I'll be able to see here. Redmi Note 4 Xiaomi, correct?
Yes, correct.
I'm able to see that version also V540.
So is that the latest version?
Let me check. Give me a minute. Allow me to put you on hold for a while I check this for you.
Can. Okay guys, so she's actually checking whether my app is it updated, but on the Grab driver it's asking me to update, so I'm not sure if that is the most updated. Yeah, let's try to find out if that's the issue that we are facing. Okay, anyway, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and update my app since she's in the midst of checking. We're gonna see, at the same time we're gonna see if that is really the issue that I'm facing. Let's try to do the update and we check back again, see if you're able to see the support button, because right now we aren't able to see the support button.
Thanks for holding on the line, Miss.
Yep.
Okay, what I can do, I will send so now because I can see your app is the latest app, able to access without any problem. But then since like you are unable to see anything there on right to access live chat, I will send you an email requesting for a screenshot of that page which doesn't show any other option, and I will escalate it to the technical team and get them to check on this. Alright?
Yeah, that'd be fine. And the second thing I'll need to ask you is because right now I'm unable to see the live chat, and because yesterday there was one merchant that waited for very long and we couldn't get through to you guys. Neither me and the customers could get through to you guys, and I was wondering if you guys are able to compensate on the long waiting time.
Which restaurant is that?
Yesterday it's Tong Garden Seafood.
But it's cancelled, right?
It is cancelled earlier on this morning. I called one of your colleagues.
Okay, let me check that.
Yeah.
Give me a minute now.
Yep.
Okay, what was the issue like?
Okay, so the issue is actually I reached the customer at 8 p.m. or so, 8:15 I'm assuming, and I reached the merchant already, so I pressed I've arrived at the restaurant, and it was a chaos over there. Everyone was shouting over each other. There were like 40 plus GrabFood riders was waiting. The merchants were not taking the orders from the GrabFood POS system. And on top of that, there was also their walk-in customers, so it was pretty chaotic. And I actually contacted the customer. I'm not sure if you're able to see on your end, but I've checked with the customer and I've asked him or her to call Grab as well. And at the same time, I also wanted to call you guys, but we are unable to get through to you guys. And yeah, that's earlier on I actually called the Grab helpline, and I got in contact with one of your colleagues. So your colleagues actually mentioned that your colleagues actually mentioned that I'm able to go through the live chat on my app, which I'm trying right now, and hence I'm calling back, which I wanted to find out if I can go through live chat when I have an order, but I can't seem to do that. So I was asking if you could do a compensation for the 2 hours I've waited at the restaurant.
Because it doesn't show that you have waited for 2 hours. It only shows you arrived at 8:30, 8:23, and the cancellation was next day 12:10. So that 2 hours is not captured.
So in what? How is it going to be captured?
Yeah, if you have called in, or you have sent in a report after, or you have completed the order after informing. Normally, don't wait until the next day. Let's say this is the issue. Maybe you can inform the customer you're going to complete the order, and tomorrow you will call in to get them the refund, for them to be refunded. So that this order will be counted in your number of orders, and your cancellation rate will not be affected. If you leave it for the next day, definitely system doesn't allow waiting time raise. So it's just system, right? It will message that it is cancelled. It is cancelled. That you can't provide a compensation order.
Got it. But earlier on I did check with your colleagues. She actually said a different thing. She actually said that we can't proceed to cancel. We can't proceed to complete the order. So I'm getting two very different advice.
Let me
You see?
check who spoke to you just now.
Yes, please.
You called in, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Who you have spoke to? By then, let me inform you. In that situation where you can't, cancel, when you cancel, your cancellation will be affected. Correct? So it's not fair for you to cancel and get the cancellation rate increased. Right then, it is we can't also that you have waited for the order. You can't put the order hanging like that until the next day. So what you can do, you can complete and inform the customer. You will provide a refund the next day after call in, or you can get the customer to place in a complaint at the help center, because they will be able to access help center anytime they want, even though if they have an order.
Okay, help center, which means live chat for them, or they calling you.
Come again, sir?
So the customers will be able to enter the help center anytime during the order, right?
Yes.
So help center, in a sense, it's contacting Grab through calling, right? Through phone call, right?
Through phone or both can.
Through phone or live chat, they can do that.
Not live chat. For them, they don't have live chat. They have a help center where they can email.
Email. Okay.
It's the email spot.
Okay, got it. Okay, so
Because we can't leave the order hanging there, right, for so long, because we can't even track that track for the waiting time as well.
I see. Got it.
Once the order has been cancelled the next day, right, the map doesn't show us how long you have waited at the restaurant. Is totally if I could read the map, right, I can even provide a compensation. It will just show because it's been like corrupted, right? So it will show some location that have not been booked. That is the only thing. Because even if you move a zigzag on the path, if the order is completed, right, we'll be able to track. But if it's cancelled, nothing can be tracked.
Okay, understood. I see.
Understood,
Okay. Yep.
Okay then.
Yeah.
By then, I will send you an email now requesting for the screenshot of the error message that you are unable to access while on order, so that I can actually escalate it to the technical team to see why you are unable to access the live chat. All right?
Thank you.
Okay, have a great day.
Alright, so I'm left with having myself to cancel and increase my AR just because I want to find out how to access the live chat when I have an order. From my screen, I'm unable, by the way, it's the most updated already. On my screen, I'm unable to view how to access the live chat when I have an order like that. Right, leave it down in the comment section below if you guys face the same problem, or maybe my phone is really very old because this is a Redmi Note 4. Now they have like Redmi Note 10 already. Yeah, maybe that's another reason. But then nonetheless, the support actually said that she's gonna send me an email and get in touch with the tech team and see what can be done from there. Putting that aside, this is actually a very unusual and special case, so I thought I wanted to share with you guys what would Grab do. And McDonald's has officially opened today. Okay, so I'd like to create a video pretty soon, but before that I want to share with you guys a step-by-step on how to apply for SIRS. So subscribe, like this video, stay tuned for the next video. And oh my god, so I have to cancel on my end and increase my CR just because I wanted to find out where is the support. Oh, what happened to my phone? What happened? I just cancelled one order. What happened? Hello? Did it turn off or what? Oh my god. It turned off by itself. Look at how old this phone is.